Well, this was supposed to be a one-day job for Jordan, but I don't know if it's gonna be one day. That's a heck of a lot of mattresses. That's a lot of mattresses. That's crazy. You look like Jay. You look like little Jay doing that. All right, you guys, so he made it through. You want to tell them what you were doing?
Surviving.
What were you doing while surviving?
Laying down. Letting my body recover.
Yeah, but they don't even know what the job is.
Yeah. What I had to survive was moving over 300 mattresses several times off of several floors. It was not fun, but it was work, so I did it.
It was a day job, right?
Yeah, 9 hours. Went longer than I was supposed to because everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
And you guys had a couple of stragglers that didn't really do their part.
Yeah, and the trucks that were supposed to come in didn't come in on time, and then it rained, making mattresses heavier.
So that is just one of the temp jobs that you've done so far.
Yeah.
What's the other temp job that you're doing? It's more of a long-term summer, right?
Not sure yet. Stay tuned for that one.
He doesn't really want to say too much because you never know.
Yeah, mainly because until it starts happening, I see it as a potential, not as a set in stone sort of thing. So I don't trust it until it happens. But I survived a day, and all my body hurts.
Even your hands, your fingers?
Especially my hands.
How many flights did you have to go up?
Oh, there's 4 floors. The elevators worked, but with their busy time, we had to make time.
I just sneezed. I'm sorry. I was trying not to do it on camera.
We had to not use the elevators to make sure the guests could use them, but none of the guests had beds, so I don't know what they were thinking. But oh well, we got it done. It's all sorted. I again survived barely.
300 beds.
And now I don't want to over 300 beds because there's like 160 something mattresses, and then we had to replace 160 something mattresses, and then we had to replace every mattress. So it's like double it.
So I had a weird situation happen. My members know about this, but you guys do not. Okay? So, at least not to the fullest. If I shared it at any point, I can't remember. My ADHD brain can't remember. So a fast food place, rando called me, never applied. They wanted me to work what? Shift lead?
I think I wasn't paying attention.
I was, love you dearly, shift lead position where I would be working like mostly days and 2 night shifts, but unfortunately they didn't really kind of square away all the fine details, so they called me before they even talked to their hiring manager. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's his town for you though.
Yeah.
Very strange. So they didn't get approval from the big boss to hire me or anybody for that position. So that was a very weird 3-day process. So first day was them calling me, offering me a job I didn't apply for. And then there was a, hey, we need to figure out fine details. The next day, after they're like, can you come in tomorrow? And I was like, I don't know. Also, my hourly job, my 3-hour shift, it's kind of been spotty. And now I'm on a call because they did end up finding the person to work graveyard. So now my schedule is hit or miss. So I'm going to be mostly doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, Spark, especially for the first half of summer because we have kiddos and no
All I
help.
know is that the next couple days I will be moving as less as possible.
Well, and it's a lot of work when you have some folks that were standing around.
Yeah, there was a group that kind of kept like moseying off.
And one guy that was like walking around, right?
Oh yeah.
Looking like he was working.
Yeah.
Typical temp situation.
I mean, he was a nice guy overall, but just felt like he was just kind of there.
There to make the money, but
especially
not do
at
the work.
the end. But you know, it is what it is.
So
since it went over some, technically I got overtime,
So most of his temp jobs will be more physical labor jobs. And then the stuff that I'm qualified for would be like admin, desk jobs, like
or
receptionist.
What you're aiming for anyway.
At least that's what I'm aiming for. It's what I want. So there is 2 possible positions that I could get temporarily that could be like 5-6 week jobs. But it's still in the works, and some of these positions are competitive, so it's hard to say. I'm also still on the list for serving and food jobs, more on the luxury level, more like fine dining, which we have a lot of that in our area because we live near a lot of resorts, so there may be work for that.
Yeah.
And he originally was like, I just go for what you want. And then I was like, I might have to take some 1 or 2 day temp jobs just to kind of spread it out. So they know what my availability is. They also know that during the summer we're going to have to work opposites of each other. So there may be some evening serving jobs. I'm not sure. And I don't know if the graveyard person's going to work out. So maybe I'll gain my 3-hour shift back. You never know. It's hard to say. So Jordan's tired. We're going to end the video, but as always, you can only do what you can with what you got, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Don't call me if you need 300 mattresses moved, please.
He looks like he can physically do it, but he's tired.
I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
But he was grateful for the work.
I mean, yeah, money. Money's a good motivator.
So he's not lazy.
One sore son of a gun. So, hey, that was a good angle. You could see the red. Heck yeah, nice. You know, for doing all that work, I look pretty good. Oh yeah, not bad.
All right, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.